Good morning, everyone. We are live and alive. It is July 17th, 2026, 8:23 a.m. And we are bright and early doing some summer C.I.E.L rolls this morning. Very excited. Thank you so much for the 23-month streak, almost 2 years. Holy moly. Yeet indeed. I actually wanted to do a little bit of IRL lore this morning to start off. My legs are killing me right now. It's going to be a shorter stream because I went on a hike the other day. My legs are still killing me. I mean, it's mostly because like I'm not used to it. My ass is so out of shape. My legs were actually fine on the way up. It was the day after. It's always the day after. But I wanted to share some photos because I thought it'd be fun from my hike. Here you go. Look at this. We got some deer. And this was up near Mount Rainier, like over in the Cascades. We were like literally on top of the mountains that are like right next to Mount Rainier in Washington State. That's a volcano. Very cool. Yes, me. More deer. I thought this was kind of a cool shot just because of all the snow had melted and like kind of formed this little like pond, little small lake, whatever you want to call it. And my sister, who's like a veteran hiker who was Sherpaing us up there, was telling us that like a lot of times when she comes up here in the summer, this is like all dry too, and so it was kind of cool to see there actually be some water there from the melted snow. Like, and the pictures never do it justice either, because like in person, I don't know, this is like maybe it's the depth of field too, but like in person, this view is fucking crazy. And then we hiked all the way up to this Firewatch lookout tower. I don't know if you guys have played Firewatch before, but we went up to a Firewatch lookout tower, which was pretty cool. And here's up on the Firewatch lookout tower itself, looking over the view. Like, this horizon is crazy, too. With the sunset. There's me. This is a funny photo because the wind was so bad up there. This is me making a funny face because the wind was like blowing in my face super fucking hard. There's Mount Rainier with the clouds kind of covering it. And that's the end. Then I put on a beanie because it was getting fucking... As soon as the sun went down, man, it got cold quick because we were so high up. But yeah, it was a fun time. Thought I'd share those photos with y'all. You got Shufu, yeah. How'd your rolls goes, chat? Because so I got something to admit. Your boy already got her. Listen, I thought I'd put a multi into the banner just to get a CE to throw it on the support list. Banners are up for over a month. They are up for a long time. It is the long summer event. So there's a daily disappointment from yesterday, and there's the first daily disappointment. I literally got her just like the anniversary servant, Summer Erish, Beast Erish. I got Beast Erish in P2 in the first two multis, one in the first multi, and a second copy in the second multi, and now C.I.E.L also came in the first multi on the banner. These are also units that I was not C.I.E.L I was planning on using my 10 USOs on, right? For just one copy. However, I wanted the 4 stars on this banner, so I was gonna end up rolling on this banner anyway. And I thought I'd just put in a multi or two off stream to try to get the CEs, because I wanted to put the CEs on my support list for people that were grinding the event. And we got her in the first multi. Then is stream over? No, we're gonna, because I want the 4 stars. So I did get a copy of Nikitich in that first multi as well. I got a Nikitich and a C.I.E.L in that first multi. I still don't have the CEs. I do have a 3-star CE that I think I put on the support list, but I don't have the 4-star or the 5-star CE, which I kind of wanted copies of. The 5-star CE has some nice art on it. I don't think the effect is anything too crazy, so I'm probably not going to MLB it, but the art's nice, so I'd like a copy at least. And then we want Shufu. I am a fan of Shufu. I've been looking forward to, even before 2 years ago, when we didn't have a summer Shufu, even on JP, I've been wanting a summer Shufu only for the story purpose of knowing that if you have summer Shufu in an event, you're going to also have summer Yume Ren in the event somewhere, and the entire Shufu gimmick is just going to be her drooling over Yume Ren in a bathing suit. You already know it. So I've been looking forward to that. USO for Phantasmoon or for Phantasmoon Arc? Maybe, yeah, because I definitely don't need multiple copies of CL, because I only want to use her really for Aoko. I know that if you do invest into her, I think Fez was saying that. Fez was saying if you do hyper invest into CL, for at least 2 years into the future, CL has been able to 3-turn every 90++ node for every event as far as JP goes, if I'm not mistaken. That's how good CL is. And so that's something worth noting for CL fans that do want to hyper invest into her. What's it like having luck? I cannot relate. She's Orion with a damage dealing NP, indeed. All right, Manta, how'd your rolls go? When her banner dropped, you realized that Shufu and Nikitich kind of synergized with Koyan Dark. So my Koyan Dark account, I started rolling and got NP2 CL in 15 tickets, and then snowballed into roughly 1,500 St. Quartz worth of my rolls to NP5 her. I don't even like CL aside from her gameplay, but I don't regret. Exactly, and like I said, now you've got a unit that can supposedly, I guess you need her whatever support she needs as well. I'm not even sure. I haven't looked into it that far, but supposedly what I had been told by people was that she can farm every single 90++ going forward. There isn't a single one she hasn't been able to farm as of yet. I don't need multiple copies, said before bro pulls an NP6 in the next 3 multis. It's not going to happen. Surely. All right, should we get into it? Should we do some rolls, or do we level her first? Let's level her first, because I was saving leveling her for the stream, because I wanted y'all to see, I wanted to react to her lines and all that with y'all. Not Spirit Origin List. Is it Servant Records? Where would CL be? Is it gonna be in C, or is it gonna be one of those weird ones where it's in the M for mysterious whatever CL? Yep, there it is. Here's the summon. Is there 2 summons?
Konnichiwa. 召喚してくださってありがとうございます。私は
Oh, does she have the second one for if you have Arc? Is that why? Because I think she mentioned Arc when I got her.
まさに謎の大公社 C.I.E.L ですね。何の略称かはトップシークレットなので。
Only need Koyan Summer BB, only needed if you swap her out.
これからよろしくお願いします。
And Summer 2?
こんにちは。召喚してくださってありがとうございます。私は
I think it is if you have Arc. Because this is all the same, but then the ending will mention Arc.
まさに謎の大公社 C.I.E.L ですね。何の略称かはトップシークレットなので C.I.E.L とお呼びいただければ。これからよろしくお願いします。ところで、
Yeah, there it is.
念のための確認なのですが、そちらに旗迷惑な神祖の王族とかいたりしませんよね？
Caught. All right. So that's the summon line, and we'll do Nikitich too. What's Nikitich's like full name? Is it gonna be the ends or no? Oops. It is not. Oh, it's gonna be DOB for Dobrynya. There it is. Holy moly.
暑いので自分から水着になったぞ。
10 out of 10 logic.
合理的だぞ。
Dofitnya.
ドブルイニャニキチッチだ。俺が着替えてしまったからにはもう大丈夫。敵はもちろんボコボコにするし。
Her tail changes with the sprite facial
目いっぱい楽し
changes.
むぞ。
That's kind of cool. Like wags back and forth. All right. So those were the summon lines. Let's level them now. And I should have all the materials to level them at least. We'll go with C.I.E.L first. Oh, she's in the party, I think, so she's gonna be way up here. There you are.
信頼には信頼で応えます。どんなトラブルもお任せください。おっと、怪我をさせないよう気をつけて、気を使って。まだ慣れていないもので。
Is that her whole thing in Tsukihime? I'm assuming that she kind of like puts up a front of being like an innocent, like innocent high school girl, but she ends up being like a fucking badass executor, like behind the scenes. That's totally what it is, huh? I was just kind of getting that vibe from those lines there. Tsukihime?
レベルが上がりました。
W character development.
ありがとうございます。
Let's leave the Lancer ones actually for Dobrynya. Those will help her out a bit more. I don't know if I have all the EXP cards necessary for all this.
信頼には信頼で応えます。どんなトラブルも
But that's okay because we can farm EXP cards this stream with the Aoko face card comp, surely. Can we get a double suck here? No.
信頼には
Bruh.
信頼には信頼で応えます。どんなトラブルもお任せください。
Wow!
ここからは
Suit!
少しだけ大胆に、ちょっとだけ厳しめに。私、実は教員免許を持っていまして、
That blush.
シエル先生と呼んでください。授業内容はバッドエンドの傾向と対策です。主人公の必修科目ですよ。
Oh my gosh, the glasses shine. Look at that. That's awesome. I'm now mega fried. Tried to 120 space Erish, and I severely underestimated how many embers I needed. It's a ridiculous amount. That's why I, when you see the ×4 double suck that recently happened for anniversary, as soon as I saw that, I was like, it's gonna be a grind, but I'm gonna 120 Aoko, and I was able to do it by like the last day. It is a grind, but it's worth it when you see because it is such a grind and how many embers you need. Anytime there's a double success rate up going on for EXP, it's always worth grinding out some apples. And it was like half AP for the ember nodes as well, so it was kind of a double good thing. The OC2 flowers, don't worry, they're on my radar. At least you don't actually need C.I.E.L skills for her to work in the Aoko comp. You just need to unlock the third skill itself, I'm pretty sure, because you're just using it and then backlining her. My teacher rank. Principal C.I.E.L.
教師スキルって腕力のことだったの？
Who's her VA? She's got some cool range. Whoops. Was that not even her? Was that was that Arc? Or Neko Arc?
Ciel 先生はそろそろおしまいのようですね。ご清聴ありがとうございました。それでは次の私にスターチェンジです。
Dude, this whole character is just fan service. That's awesome. What is the Teach Me Miss C.I.E.L from? Was that a short or was that in one of the like where's that originate from? Can we get a double suck?
Oh, 隙ありもらった。これで私もレベル。
What?
ご安心を。貴重な種火はしっかり回収しましたので。
Oh my god, the fucking eating embers jokes never gets old. She actually ate the embers, was like, holy shit, that tastes terrible. That's pretty funny. Alright, shit, we're actually gonna have to do some of the Lancer ones here. Oh, it's from Tsukihime, gotcha.
いつも差し入れありがとうございます。でも授業内容は手加減しませんよ。
袖の下が通じねえ。種火じゃダメなんだ。
That's pretty awesome.
あ、隙ありもらった。これで私もレベル。
ご安心を。貴 重な種火はしっかり回収しましたので。
Okay, gotcha. It was Neko Arc trying to eat the embers, and she just fucking punched or strangled. Neko Arc. Phenomenal. All right, final ascension, or third. Whoa, so
霊気を
pretty.
エーテルからライトフレームに変身。対惑星級吸血種形態に移行します。驚かれましたか？これが私の今考え得る中での決戦形態です。私がつけた呼称ではありませんが、スターシエルとお呼びください。
Wow. Idea Blood B. There it is. Apply a state where the command cards are unselectable. That's what we want. That's what we've been waiting for. All right. Shall we try her out in battle? So I think I already got the comp set up. We're gonna try it out here, but you want a to take a friend's Koyon. Take a friend's Koyon. You use to start off, you use C.I.E.L's third skill, and then immediately plug her for Aoko. Aoko coming in will take all of those face cards that she used with her third skill to get rid of the 2 support skills are gone. Then with Summer BB, you lock down all those 5 cards so that for the next 3 turns, you only have Aoko face cards for your whole hand. And then you just give the Buster buff and the battery to Aoko after you use Aoko's first skill, because her first skill is on a 2-turn cooldown, and will allow her to get more magic bullets by the 3rd. And then you just do an Aoko Brave Chain with her NP, so she transforms into Super Aoko. And then she's also got the 100% battery to use on the 3rd wave if she wishes. Remember that Aoko loses 8 Buster, so yeah, don't worry. It's the... I put her, what's it called? I look at her hand there. I did put, you can see it's or actually there's a little icon there. The first Buster card there, or the 4th card in the hand there, is the one that switches to an arts. And I put the, like a Buster crit on the final one, so I at least know that that's the one that stays Buster, if anything. But it's not like it really matters in this comp, because you'll have all the cards regardless. But it matters for the chain, of course. I know what you're saying. All right. Let's give it a go. So, we use this. Immediately plug her. My 120 Aoko comes in. Holy moly. And she uses this. And this. And BB locks down the cards. And then we give this. And this. Alright, let's see it. 5. Boom! Holy moly. Face card farming is here, ladies and gentlemen. It probably just bust her right away and it just cleared it, actually. I guess if there's like a stronger, in certain farming nodes where there's a stronger unit, you'd want to actually do that though. All right, and then we just, if we want to ult, we can, but we might not even need to. Let's see how strong the Buster card is here. Damn, not enough.
刺激も反省も足りないようね。なら私が全部満たしてあげる。トラウマから始めよっか。ツアープトライト自称の彼方に行ってこう。
Holy moly.
からかい尽くされた後に惨めに終わる。それがあなたたちにはお似合いです。
All right, let's try this again, see how fast we can go. YNP last? Because I wanted to see if the face card did enough damage to one-shot. Try the 1/1/1 farming a C.I.E.L 2 with it's still some. Well, I don't know if I can do it because yeah, she needs to be leveled. Whoops. Holy cinema. The best part of this, high key, not even low key. High key, the best thing about this is that you get to listen to 5 every time you farm. And BB's skills are all selfish, aren't they? Yeah, I think so. Damn. I haven't leveled the face card yet because it's a lot of QP. I'm down to like 100 million QP at the moment, I think. It would have been busted if it was targetable. I was just wondering if there was other special effects. I don't know if there's like, sometimes they have like, it's like a mostly selfish skill, but they have like a team-wide attack buff or something on it too. He's like, look at this, I have the look at how much QP this shit would cost. Did it take half of it? I mean, fuck it, let's do it for just the Buster card. Dub. That's cool, it shows both.
What?
Alright. Let's go back to EXP farming. Now poor indeed.
名城しがたきレイト賞悪い子はどこかなあなたに イノベーション始めます。発展途上ですので完全モードよろしくて。粒子加速あれね、見つけた。告げる青を示す名においてノットセインファイタイムレスワール転がせてゲットスターメイン。
Holy moly. When Lotto, end of year. Yeah, we're gonna be waiting a while. Oh no, I didn't use BB's skill. We're fucked. Maybe we can loop.
コズミックツアースタート。私好みご用件は。赤い死が迎えに来ても発展の先に一人になってもこのシグナルはなくならない。ツアークラブブルーマック、私の道は私が照らす。
Uh-oh. I've got a Buster fucking CE on her too.
私の触手は残忍ですよ。そのように失礼。こちらの話ですね。私が BB 系。そういうところよ。最高です。キャリー
Do 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 do. It's peak.
ディスターションスターメイン。惨めですね。 BB 系ギリアの最高です。お疲れ様。全然打ち足りないけどこの辺りにしておきましょう。
When's the next raid event we're getting? Raid gives you tons of 5-star embers? When's that? Don't forget this time.
今度こそ決めればこういうのもたまにはね。完全敗北イノベーション始めます。どこまでいけるか試してみる。さ、見つけた。コンタクト。
Oh, the Christmas one. I hear you.
1から0シフトサイクリック選手交代始めましょう。
Save apples for end of year.
まだだ、私ごとに逃げられるぞ。失礼。こちらの話です。まだサポートお願いね。ストレンジダウンチャームトップ術式拡大衛星で解放バーガーテイク行くわよ。アースライパーターボ。お疲れ様。
Hell yeah.
全然打ち足りないけどこの辺りにしておきましょう。私の手も手やって整理整頓してくれたタイムストーン発展途上ですよね。そのようにイノベーション始めます。どこまでいけるかあれね、サポートして告げる青
青を示す名においてノットセインファイタイムレスワン銀河の波の一手でスターナイン
Void Dust.
少年以外の気がしてまだだ私ごとに逃げられるとやっていいの？失礼。こちらの話です。私ごとにストレンジダウンチャームトップ術式拡大衛星弁解放バーダー展開行くわよアースライカーターボーああつまらない惨めな虫けらのコレクションが増えただけでした。
I'm finally bonding my summer BB.
悪いからどこかな。タイムストップ。これくらい余裕。そのように完全放牧よろしくて。
最新のあれね見つけた。最初の底から今はの星へフレーン層をひとまたぎお待たせちょっとだけ地球を救いに帰ってきたわアオコミサイルついてこれる乗ってきたわねサポートお願い私ごとに逃げられると
Punch.
まだサポートお願いね赤い死が迎えに来ても発展の先に一人になってもこのシグナルはなくならないツアークランブルーナック私の道は私が照らすお疲れ様全然打ち足りないけどこの辺りにしておきましょう
Hell yeah. Alright, let's see what that got us.
よ
Give us the double. Double, double, double. Damn.
消化が良くて助かります。すぐに戦闘を始められますよマスター。
Hell
こうして
yeah.
成長するの楽しいです。いつか限界が来るのが残念です。
Alright, final ascension arc. Front-facing Takeuchi art!
先生である私も決戦形態の私も根本は同じものです。代行者として魔を倒し良き人々の営みを守る。どんな世界どんな姿であってもそのあり方だけは変わらない。それは時に救いであり罰でもありますが放棄することはありません。報われなくても戦い続けること、 それができる人間であることを信じてくれた人がいたのですから。それにこういう役得もありますしね。一人の人間として世界を取り戻そうとするあなたの友人として私も全力で戦います。出力の限界値。
Kind of want to keep the Lancer ones. I guess we can see if we get lucky with the... It's not even going to be enough, even if you did get a double. Okay, we'll go back to the mines. Whoops. Yeah, I so instinctively always put the Buster at the end of the chain, but with her it's better to put it right after the NP to avoid losing a bullet, and it's just faster. Everyone's to see animations for each ascension? No, I ain't doing all that. Especially because I can't get her her skills all the way up at the moment. Waka, thank you so much for the Prime for 30 months. Holy moly! How you doing, Waka?
れくらい余裕アップル完全敗北イノベーション始めますどう見つけサポートして
It's gonna get some getting used to for sure. Especially because I don't want to mess up the first wave, because then the rest of it's just fucked. Oh, see, I fucked it up. I was paying attention to something else and messed up the Buster card. Damn it. Star C.I.E.L also has a different NP2, if you didn't see it yet. The front-facing Takeuchi sprite one. With Koyon skill reduction, I've been using Aoko's magic bullet twice on turn 1. Yeah, that's what I'm doing too. So use stars and all that. Yeah. I have as well, don't worry. Had to babysit for a minute, so how's Aoko farming? It's fun. It takes some getting used to for sure, because of just my brain is so fucking Buster and arts looping focused, and this is its own thing entirely. So as long as you get the wave 1 down, the rest of it's like easy, but it's just making sure you hit the right buttons in the right order and make sure you don't mess up the Buster card swap. Should we see how much more damage the Buster card does now? I was kind of surprised it only did like half of its HP. Especially with it would just be if she's 120. Let's see how much it does now though. It's probably still not gonna kill. It still only does about half. That's crazy. I wonder if that's because it's coded as like an AoE. Doesn't that Buster have lower multipliers? Yeah, that's what I was just wondering. I bet it does, because like that even so, with like, she didn't have like a ton of like Buster buffs on her or anything like that, but I would assume a Buster crit would still do more than that with her being 120, and I just fully leveled up the card values as well. All right. Planning on getting BB Dubai so I can use double BB for Aoko. Doesn't allow you to use Black Grail on Aoko, but it makes for a way better wave 1 damage than Havi or Arash and end up being refund independent. I'd want to see some team comps on that. That does sound interesting. Big stomp indeed. If you do, the cooldown comes back for another use on turn 3. Oh, okay, I hear what you're saying, Waka. So is it 3 times in one node? When are they adding the, when are we getting another OST update in-game? I really want the Witch on the Holy Night OST in-game already. That, the final boss music, the Wish on the Holy Night is so good. Surely this does a little bit more now. That was the difference, Waka. Can we get claps in chat for Waka? the three bullet skills is what the difference was there. There's a few Tsukihime ones I want to hear, like the ones related to C.I.E.L and her endings. Ooh. Collab BGM, so not part of FGO OST album. What are we gonna get them in game though? I swear we have some other collab ones in game, or did they not put those in at all? In the like the My Room OST is what I mean, not the like official albums. Can't believe all these characters were once a skip for Max till I showed him this comp sometime last year. It's true. I saw the thing that made me want to roll for Aoko and eventually read Witch on the Holy Night was literally seeing that video, Kezuke, and seeing the animation for Aoko's NP. Because when I saw her animation, I was like, holy, that looks so cool. I need to know the context behind it. And that's what made me want to read Witch on the Holy Night. We don't have Samurai Remnant BGMs either. What? Bro, what are they doing? God, it's got to be a licensing issue. I get it, but fuck, man. The Wish on the Holy Night OST is so fucking good. Is Apocrypha's in the game? I can look right now for you guys if you want. Apocrypha's is copyrighted as fuck, though. I know that. Soundtrack. Some of these are like out of order too, the events. The stories are in order, but I swear the events are like out of order. Yeah, this is the collab year too, isn't it? We had Samurai Remnant at the beginning of the year, and then we had Samurai Remnant at the beginning of the year, then we had Witch on the Holy Night collab, and now we're getting like extra / Tsukihime collab, I guess, kind of. They have Requiem on here, but I guess that's like, I guess the licensing is just weird. Like, I'm sure the Requiem licensing is a bit different, because like Apocrypha's OST I know is copyrighted as fuck by Sony, so that's probably why it's not in the My Room if it is. But then with Witch on the Holy Night, I do know that because I was like reading some interviews from Nasu about the Witch on the Holy Night collab, and I do remember him saying that because the song for the final boss fight that I was talking about that I really wish was in My Room is a remix of the final song with the vocals at the end of Witch on the Holy Night when the credits roll. And that song is sung by an artist that like isn't like part of Type Moon. Like they're their own artist that they got to do the song for Witch on the Holy Night at the end. And they had to get like, there was some weird licensing thing that they said that they did like last minute to try to get the remix. They wanted the licensing for the Witch on the Holy Night collab in FGO for that final boss fight. And they had to get like licensing to be able to remix the song to put it in game. And they were able to get it done like last minute. And so I wonder if maybe it won't come to the My Room because of that too. Fate Requiem is a light novel, so they made that just for the game. Gotcha. I fucking hate copyright, man. Damn it. That's such a sucky situation too, because like that song is like, technically it's just the notes are like copyrighted, I guess, but the song itself was like FGO, like they made that song just for FGO 2 for that boss fight. Or it's like a remix of a copyrighted song, I guess. All right, let's keep going. Any plans to do extra in CCC because of OC3? No, my CCC I'll never play because it's never gotten, I mean, never say never, I guess, but CCC, I'm not a fan of fan translations. That's a big thing with me. I'm not a fan of fan translations, and so there's no way I'm going to play CCC ever because it never got an official translation. So unless for some odd reason they somehow do an official CCC translation in the future, which I highly doubt is ever happening. I don't think they're ever gonna remake that game either. CCC I'll probably never experience. Extra, I was originally waiting for Extra Record to play before OC3, but they kept delaying it. And remember last year, I think they said there was going to be, didn't they say like an early 2026 release at one point? And I was like, when I heard that, when they had like a Q1 or Q2 2026 release date window for Fate Extra Record, I was like, oh great, I'll just play the remake before OC3 and that'll work out perfectly. And then it just got delayed indefinitely, or it's not happening. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that production, but sounds like it's rough. And so now I wasn't gonna go back and play extra because I know you have to get like, to play extra now, if I'm not mistaken, don't you have to get like an emulator and all that? And I was just I'm not interested in getting an emulator. I've never been a fan of emulators. I will indeed have to wait for extra record whenever the fuck that happens. It'll drop tomorrow, trust, indeed. We're 4 years away from the moon cell. Oh, did I not use I didn't use the first skill there again, did I? I almost didn't hit the NP button. Good thing I did. I didn't use the Mystic Code skill either, but I was curious if it could be done without it. Whatever happened to Lilim Harlot? I did the event and I skipped through it again just because I had a lot of shit going on. Hopefully I'll read it in my own time at some other point. Probably never gonna stream it though, I don't think. The Aoko theme playing even after NP is so nice, yes. It's like the best reason to Aoko farm is you get to listen to 5. Imagine they have a callback to it in some story too, because it has a beast. Yeah, it's that was another collab we had. It truly is the year of the collab. We got a fucking I guess it was a rerun of a collab, but it was still like another collab we had this year, I guess, even if it wasn't new. In the early Richard, true. What am I doing wrong? Why is it not one-shotting?
それがあなたたちにはお似合いです。
Mihoyo's event was low-key a reunion for Garden of Sinners and Stay Night. I remember I watched all of I literally binged all the fucking Garden of Sinner movies just for that event, and it was the payoff was not really worth it. IMO. More useful for next year with Summer Shiki, surely. It was cool to kind of learn some of the, did you at least like K&K? I liked the, what was the big movie in the middle, the middle arc movie was really fucking good. The rest of it I didn't really like. Spiral, something Spiral? What's the Spiral movie? It's called, I think it's like the, is it the 5th movie? Paradox Paradigm? Was that it? Where they have like the spiral tower with like the two, Paradox Spiral, that's what it is, yeah. Paradox Spiral I really liked, and I thought the Emiya Shiro prototype, I mean, I'm just a sucker for that kind of character archetype, I think. Like, I fucking love that so much. I'm such a sucker for that. It was cool seeing, and especially when I got to, is Fujino her name? The purple-haired girl? There were so many characters in K&K that were clearly like archetypes for Fate Stay Night, like eventually. They have their differences and they are their own characters, of course, but like they're clear, like it was kind of cool seeing like Nasu's old work and how it like eventually like became what his later works were, if that makes sense. Wait till you see Tsukihime, like that too. So that's cool. And then yeah, obviously like I know that like Tsukihime has like Shiki, who also has like death eyes. I haven't read Tsukihime yet, but I know that there's like another Shiki that also has death eyes, and I'm sure there's parallels there between the Shikis as well. I'm not sure if I really like or like fully understand or comprehend how the death eyes work. I'm sure Tsukihime probably elaborates on it a lot more because it's a novel instead of the movies that I was watching, but I think like one of the reasons I wasn't a huge fan of the movies was because they used a lot of poetic language that is very unlike how Nasu describes things in his novels. Like the way Nasu describes things in his novels I fucking love so much, and it's not like as poetic-y and as, it's philosophical, but the language that they used to describe things in the movies was like extremely different from what I was used to with Nasu, at least. This chair, this chair, this chair, this chair. I don't understand the Shiki chair memes, but I'm sure I will eventually. Murder Speculation 1, 2, Paradox Spiral were my favorite 3. Yeah, Paradox Spiral was fucking phenomenal. But I mainly liked it for the, what's his name? The Shiro Emiya, like, prototype from the movie is so fucking good. I love that guy's character. Was really cool. There's a lot of cool, like, sci-fi stuff in it, too. Enjo, yeah, it's like it's literally, it has like doesn't it have an it's like a almost like wordplay for Shiro Emiya. Isn't the other name an S? There's also like a proto homunculus. True. Oh, Tomoe Enjo is what it was, yeah. I thought it was like some kind of play on, or like a prototype for Shiro Emiya's name even. Tomoe Enjo. So if you like Toko from a different perspective, Oh, you like seeing Toko from a different perspective. That's what I remember. I'm still not on the train of, because a lot of people were saying as I was watching it that Toko is definitely the same Toko that went through the events of Witch on the Holy Night. And I don't completely buy that just because there's no like hard evidence, at least, that like that it 100% was. But like if it is, it is. But just for the fact that I know how Nasu writes his characters, and a lot of times they're like characters that are like within the same timeline, but different events happened, and so they ended up a little slightly different than this version over here, similar to like routes, for example. And so I wasn't fully bought on the fact that the Toko in KNK was 100% the Toko that went through the events of Witch on the Holy Night. I think it is because she mentions her familiar she lost to Sojiro. I don't even know what that is or what we're talking about. Familiar. Just watched Paradox Spiral for the first time a few days ago. Yeah, Paradox Spiral is good. I like it a lot. Alright, let's see if I can actually fucking one-shot this thing here. I did it one time and I'm like not able to replicate it now. Like, did I just get like a super lucky crit last time? Bayo probably? Is Bayo a... Is he a familiar then? She needs Shiki because she lost... She needs Shiki because she lost a familiar. Shiki does her errands. Bayo does count as a familiar. Toko had to cut off all her hair to summon Bayo. Yes, I do remember that. Beowulf was hype scene in that entire fucking that, and when she finally uses the magic at the end. The movie finally got a release date too. I'm so fucking hyped for that. We were speculating because we have a November release date for the JP theaters. I hope it comes out on like Christmas Day for global. That'd be fucking awesome. That'd be cinema, truly. Another detail, KNK Toko has short hair. Don't get me wrong. I understand the argument. I'm just saying there's not like hard proof that it's 100% the same Toko is all. And knowing how Nasu writes characters, I'm not convinced until there's like hard proof. That's all I'm saying. It's not like it actually fucking matters. Like the story, that's the nice thing about Nasu's stories, I guess, is that like they're all clean cut. They all have like a start and a finish, and then sometimes different characters or different versions of different characters interact in these stories to make it one whole Nasu-verse, right? I wonder if it was... Maybe the Koyon skill? Does one of these only last for one turn? It's just the stars. There, I used fucking everything. Dude, I'm actually just not able to replicate it. I don't know what I did that one time. Chat, where, speaking of Zelrech, because okay, where was Zelrech mentioned? Like, where is the Zelrech lore specifically for like him taking down Type Moon and all that? Like, where? Because I was trying, a couple, I think a while back, this was like a year or two ago, I got really curious and I was like looking that up and like I found a bunch of stuff on Zelrech on the wiki, but I was like, where are people getting this information? Like, where's like the source for this information? And I think, isn't it just like, I think it was just like, someone said it was like in Nasu like interviews and shit. I'm like, dude, this fucking lore is so dumb sometimes. Sometimes it's like straight up just like, you'll get like all this lore from passing characters is similar to like how we got, the only reason we know that like Alice's bloodline is from is it the first magic user? I think it's the first magic user. We got her name. I don't know if we had her name before, but we got her name and that it was Alice's bloodline from fucking like one-off My Room lines from the collab characters in game. It's just like not stated anywhere else, and we just got it in My Room lines. Like, some of the fucking like really important lore you get sometimes is just like in a fucking interview Nasu had with some magazine in 2007. Gotta consume everything. Oops. Bro, I am dumb. I have no idea how I one-shot. I'll have to go back. Maybe I didn't actually one-shot it and it was like 2 cards that I just like thought was one. Alright. Probably don't have enough for Dobrynya, but let's get C.I.E.L done at least. Smile protected. How did you do it the first time? I'm gonna have to go back and look. Because I don't, the fact that I haven't done it a second time makes me think that maybe I was just mistaken and maybe it was like 2 cards or some shit. All right, there we go. C.I.E.L. Smile Protected. And we'll go for a Dobrynya now. Here, let's get rid of the new by clicking on the profile there. A vampire hunter vacationing on Earth. A beautiful teacher who provides hints after the game over screen. Ah, there's the, what y'all were talking about with the, after you get a game over in Tsukihime, she teaches you. That's where the Teach Me Sensei comes from. And a saintly idol known only to a select few in the Sapphire Galaxy. And that's what I kind of got to, because this seems like a collab, or not a collab, but like you know how the Saber Wars 2 was like technically like Saber Wars 3.5 or some bullshit? Like they skipped ahead. They were like, yeah, this is actually like, you missed a bunch of shit. Like this is like the third iteration of the story. We're like, wait, what? We skipped one. So watch this be like Saber Wars 7 or some bullshit. A beautiful teacher, so we're also doing Saber Wars shit with the Sapphire Galaxy. Her true identity is Space C.I.E.L, executor and executioner of the planetary vampires. Misaki, Soya's city, I haven't the slightest clue what you're talking about. I'm just a tourist who happened to cross Earth, you know? Smiles. What connection, if any, she has to the C.I.E.L from the world of Tsukihime remains shrouded in mystery. Endurance EX. Origin, Tsukihime and Fate Grand Order. Region, France. Lawful good. Human, female. C.I.E.L from the Servantverse, or perhaps a C.I.E.L from a future world. It's a little vague. Does it really matter? Either way. I'm a benevolent executor, here to eliminate troublesome vampires. Personality outgoing and proactive. Cool and rational, she treats everyone as equals, though she is harsh with villains and the immoral. C.I.E.L is a natural-born disciplinarian and a champion of justice and possesses extraordinary endurance. One vampire described her as an iron lady for her unyielding resilience. Wonder who that could be. She's the type who finds happiness in seeing those around her happy. To achieve this, she is generally rational and proactive and occasionally calculating. She never gave much thought to her own happiness as a child. After growing up, she simply stopped thinking about her childhood altogether. Consequently, she has came to be defined solely by professional duties, leaving no personal desires of her own. Should she ever encounter something she truly desires, her inner strength and intensity would be channeled entirely towards securing that object's happiness. Her excellent work ethic often makes her seem mature, yet she retains childlike traits as well. She might occasionally act a little mischievous out of a playful desire to be noticed or tease someone she likes. When acting as an executor, she suppresses all human emotion, becoming a cold, calculating machine, focusing exclusively on accomplishing her objective. Magic Resistance A, she takes no specific countermeasures against magecraft, but her immense internal magical energy generation naturally repels most spells. Independent Action EX, her vast blah blah blah. Okay, I ain't reading all this, I don't think. What is that last one, though? Exceedingly rare talent censored. A certain department within the church said it was as if she was blessed by an angel at birth. To a certain mage, it was merely a congenital defect, does not manifest in FGO. What the hell? That sounds interesting. Alright. Dobrynya time. We're never getting Mihoyo 2. Didn't Nasu... there was news recently that talked about Nasu's writing like light novels, right? And someone, as soon as that news came out, one of the replies was so funny that was like, Nasu really thinks he's gonna write a light novel, ha ha ha. And it was like a picture of like the mushroom saying like, boy, I can't wait for Mihoyo 2 and 3 to be light novels. And then it was Type Moon in the background and it was like the visual novel factory. I thought that was pretty funny. Learn about her in Tsukihime. I know. We will read it eventually, I promise. I definitely did not have the time to binge it before this this event. Or I could have binged it, but you know what I mean. I don't want to. I need to take my time with certain media, man. I am not a speed reader, as you guys know. I am a yapper, and I enjoy consuming my media slow. I enjoy consuming my media slowly, taking it in, talking about it, and giving my thoughts as I go through it. And so a simple 30 novel visual novel for me is like extended to 60 hours when you include yapping and thoughts. So it's not as cut and dry as just binge it, bro. Do I want to get rid of all these Lancer ones? Perhaps. Not losing anything but OC3 by not going to Tsukihime right away, so don't worry. Okay. Cool. And get all the bad ends to make your yapping even longer. That is something I plan to do as well, which was like, oh my god, it was in Witch on the Holy Night, because Witch on the Holy Night was so perfect for me because it felt like the perfect length too. Like Witch on the Holy Night, I think like by the end, once we got to like the finale, which was how many chapters? 13, I think. Once we got to the end of the 13th chapter, to me, especially after reading the optional chapters, it felt like this is the perfect length for me, because like if it was any longer, I feel like it would have been overstaying its welcome with me personally. So I'm glad it ended where it did. And then when we read the extra chapter that came out that did have all the bad endings and shit, I was like, oh my god, is this what the other Type Moon visual novels are gonna be like? I'm gonna go fucking crazy, because I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to like completionist shit, so I'm gonna want to see all the bad endings. And I know that I've heard the horror stories of actually having to get like all the different branching paths. And I was like, holy, that was my first little taste of like, oh no, the other Type Moon visual novels are gonna take forever. Fuck. It's not as bad as you think. I hope not, man, because the extra chapter while I enjoyed it, the extra chapter for Witch on the Holy Night just like gave me a little bit of taste of what's ahead. Because it wasn't linear like Witch on the Holy Night was, at least. Or not as linear, at least.
Level up もできるぞ。
Same with Tsukihime, fun to try to do. There was only that one really obtuse I had to look up how to do. Didn't take me that long for the arc route, at least. I took a bajillion years to get through Mihoyo. Wait, really? What? That's crazy. Mihoyo I enjoyed the fuck out of. Mihoyo was really good. Zelruch's info is in Discord. Oh, let me check it out now if it's not too long. I was just curious what the source was. Manuscript. Hang on. See if we can get a suck. Damn. Hey, yo!
レベルアップもこそばゆいぞ。
All right, next ascension. I don't know if I've seen all of her ascensions. I probably did like 2 years ago, but I don't remember them. I know her final ascension for reasons. Wow.
えいやっと。
That's the final ascension outfit, isn't it?
どうだこの格好は。
What's up, Floorball?
いいだろう。ヤースカヤたちが選んでくれたのだ。
Koyan Skya chose it for her? Is that what she said? She has her little nickname. Please tell me, I'm excited to see more of Nikitich, but please don't tell me the dragon came along, man. I don't want any more of that fucking dragon. Have my rolls gone well? We don't speak of the rolls. Floorball, I did one multi off stream and I got Nikitich and C.I.E.L in the first multi I did off stream. So,
水着というのはいいな。
Koyan's mom has got it going on.
動きやすければ戦いやすく、戦いやすければ勝ちやすいぞ。
I like how the artist has like the moving parts instead of just the facial expression. Her ears move, the tail like wagged in the first ascension, and I think her hand move, or was it her tail or her hand moves in this one too, along with the ears. Double suck?
こそばゆいぞ。
Mm-hmm. Bruh.
Level up も。
All right, third ascension, I think. Holy!
どうだどうだ似合っているか。そうだろうそうだろう。これも選んでもらったのだ。
the fucking smugness. I think I like her first ascension the best. The black with her white, the black swimsuit with her white hair, I think like complements it really well. The final ascension's crazy though. Wait till you guys see this. Wait till you see her NP animation. I think I saw it. I remember it. I remember the NP animation specifically because I think Plushie does like, I think every time a new unit comes out, Plushie just puts like all their animations and their NP like in a YouTube video just so people can see them right away. Plushie's thumbnail for that video for Nikitich had her NP animation as the thumbnail, and YouTube fucking took it down. YouTube took it down because they said it was like sexual content or something, and that shit's so funny. I remember it for that reason. YouTube couldn't handle it.
Level up も
All right, y'all ready for it? Here we go. Dofitnya time. This shit pretty peak. Holy moly.
俺は勇士だ。そうとも。永遠にこの身と魂は勇士だとも。特に水辺や水中の戦いであれば無敵だぞ。
Extra invincible. Holy moly. I look in the background, she's got a little Koyon reference in the background too. That's cute. Wait! I'm gonna get taken down. Please, for the love of God, no IRL friends be in chat right now. Look at the little... Ignore the foot. Look at the little Koyon reference in the background, though. That's cute. The fox and the rabbit. The Koyon references are nice, yeah. Honestly, Dobrinya changed the least compared to the other summer transformations as far as personalities go, at least. Stare. Let's look at the in-game sprites. Yeah, I gotta say, I think her first ascension's the best. I love the coat. The black, like, latex suit is probably the best as well. I love the colors. The fuzzy hat, too. I think her first ascension's the best. I'm gonna keep her in that one. Oh, wow, the, like, sword or lance, like, glows in the third ascension there. See that? It, like, pulses. Yeah, first is the best IMO. All right. And what's her because she's a looper if I'm not mistaken, right? Arts looper. Single target arts. I think there was someone, it was either there was someone's video on the event that I was reading saying that they were doing a review on Dobrinya. Who was it that I was watching? Fino, I think. Fino Stein made a video on Dobrinya Nikitich a summer, and I think he was saying she pairs really well with like a certain AoE arts looper. I can't remember who he was saying, but he was like, you can use them in dual comps where they kind of complement each other. Who was he talking about? I can't remember. The whole banner single target? I can pull up the video real quick. Holy moly.
Welcome back, nerds. Vino here with a guide for Summer Dobrynya. Also, after time 1, Pascaldea is an archer that you fight along the shore.
Future spoilers, by the way, but... Oh, was it, it might have been, Summer Ereshkigal, maybe. I remember he was saying you pair her, maybe it's because of the waterside battlefield, too. Does, Summer Erish have, like, a Summer Water... or a waterside battlefield thing? Oh no, you know what? It was Melt. I'm pretty sure it was Melt he was talking about. Yeah,
you do have the option of running a terrain setter, though these tend to be inconvenient or inconsistent. The best option for Dobrynya is Lamdarilis, who's an AoE Arts Lancer. The two have class and card type synergies, and with Melt's Rain Dance, not only can Dobrynya reliably proc her additional buffs, but Melt can also purge evasion on her Noble Phantasm. Dobrynya has no way of dealing with hard protection effects by herself, so you could feasibly have Melt clear a path. These synergies may seem like the basis for a neat multi-core team, but there's some pretty significant drawbacks. Lamdarilis and Summer Dobrynya are fairly selfish servants who provide no concrete, fundamental team buffs. Melt in particular is a battery that drains her allies for charge. That's okay when you're running her with double Castoria, but sabotaging Dobrynya is a much harder pill to swallow. Dobrynya does counteract the drain somewhat with a recurring charge, but when you're trying to meet the temperamental requirements of 90++ charge management, it can be a serious nuisance. Not to mention that Summer Melt herself is a badly outdated servant at this point. She hasn't received a single buff since her release, and while her skill set was fine for the Arts single-core era of team building, flaws in her personal damage and the lack of party
those
steroids...
mobs cooked, are they annoying? I don't even want to know. We'll get there in fucking 2 fucking years. This is the most recent servant, right? But yeah, so it was Melt because of the waterside battlefield that she can proc. But interesting gameplay tips there from Fino that I thought I'd share because it was interesting. All right, I think it's rolls time. Let's hang on. Let's get her to 80 real quick, and surely we get a Shufu. Give me double suck. Damn it. Double suck, please. Please. Damn it. All right. How did the polls go? We haven't even started. We're about to start right now. I did one, so for those who are just tuning in, I did one multi off stream to try to get a CE to throw on my support list. In that multi, I got no CEs, but, so there's the daily disappointment that I did yesterday at the top, and the first daily disappointment right there. In the one multi I did, I got Dobrynya Nikitich, and I got C.I.E.L. And for those who weren't here, last time we did polls for Summer Ereshkigal for the anniversary servant. I also got in the first multi, I got Summer Ereshkigal, and in the second multi, I got another Summer Ereshkigal. So my luck lately has been ridiculous, especially because I wasn't even planning on getting these units in the gacha. I had been saving for, I did want to get the 4 stars on this banner, but the 5 star, I was planning on using 10 USOs that I had on C.I.E.L because I only want I only wanted one copy for her skills, because you can, the skill 3 for the Aoko farming. And then Summer Ereshkigal, the only reason I was pulling on the banner was literally for the 5-star CE that featured Jalter and Dante's, because I thought it looked really cool, and it's a 60% charge CE, and those are rare, and so I wanted to MLB it. But insane luck. BB Dubai plans to dude. I don't want BB either. That's the thing. Like, if I get BB early as well, because I don't want BB Dubai. I do not want BB Dubai. I just want the 4 stars. And you know what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get BB Dubai, and like the 4 stars are gonna take forever. That's what's gonna happen. Oh my god. It's actually like a desire sensor going on. I do stare. Desire sensor is real, man. All right, but anyways, we're gonna keep rolling on this because I do want some of the CEs here. The 4-star CE and the 5-star CE got some really good art on them this time around. And I do want a Shufu or 2, And I'd like another copy. If I could get NP2 of both the 4 stars, I'll be happy. And so we're also going to hunt for some of the CEs, but that's the plan. So here we go. I want all of them, so I'm getting nothing confirmed. I like your confidence. And then as for like future like things that I'm saving for this year, even though I'm like not even a saver, I'm a fucking whale. The units that I do want this year though, besides the 4 stars this summer, are... There's a first copy of the 3 star. Who's coming out this fall? I thought there was a fall character that I was kind of wanting, or I wasn't 100% on yet. And then, Arc. Streamer Arc. Kazadrop, maybe Kazadrop, because Kazadrop's interesting for the quick, she does some interesting quick team shit. Phantasmoon is definitely a target. Oberon rerun? I have Oberon. Murian, yippee! And P2 C.I.E.L coming right up. Don't. I need 4 stars in C.I.E.L, or not C.I.E.Ls, 4 stars in CEs, please. Is King Tut this year? Hey! Oh my goodness! Holy moly! Holy moly! 5 star. King Tut's part of the Lancer Go event? Oh, okay. It must have been Kazadrop, I think, then, because I think there was only one other, because after summer, I think there were only 2 units that I was like questioning too. It depended on like how the summer rolls went, I think, but I definitely think hopefully those 4 stars aren't too crazy, man. The other 4 stars I want. Holy desire sensor, please. All right, what is it? I don't even know what this effect does. So increases arts card effectiveness by 10%, NP strength by 10%, NP gain by 15%. Okay, so it's a really good arts looping, non-starting charge CE, I suppose. That's not Black Grail. So maybe good for challenge quests and stuff. Full attack scaling too. And the art is fantastic. The night sea is quiet, and yet it hides some unfathomable dread. Is it the full moon? Each time the illuminated limbs dance, my heart thumps louder. It's like my chest is burning up. What's her name? Something with a... Durga. Durga's it. I was like spacing on her name. Or Durga and... Durga's the blue-skinned one, isn't it? Or is it Kali? Kali, so it is Durga. Kali's the blue-skinned one. Kali Durga. And then this is the first copy of that too, so I'll lock that. Kali Durga was like super underutilized in that OC1 story, but I do like that. There were some cool moments at least. The moment when, slight spoilers for OC1, but the moment when you like first realize she's there when, who is it? Ryder or, I guess it's like Saber Medusa uses her eyes to try to peer at the one like I can't remember exactly what the full context of how that scene went down, but she tries to use her like Mystic Eyes of Petrification on Kali from like a super long distance, and the arrow like snipes her fucking eye like the second she attempted to. It's such a crazy scene. Max only has 5k FP. I just used all of my friend points when the ×4 CE XP was going on, because I was able to make some CE bombs. That's why I've got like no FP at the moment. How much are you rolling for exactly? Only one Shufu? I'd like, I don't know if I'm gonna go for the MLB 5-star, especially because it's on the other banners, Kezuke. But I'd like, I said I want like NP2 Shufu and, hey, there we go. That's a crazy CE too. Apron outfit. Oh my God, back to back. Do I have friend slots free? Let me check for you. They're full at the moment, but anytime anyone asks, I usually get rid of someone to add people in chat. And to stay on the friends list, all you gotta do is make sure you're logging in daily. Holy moly, we're getting CEs, hell yeah. All right, let me check my friends list. Friends and following, go all the way down. Yeah, I should have some people that haven't logged in a while. On vacation for 123 days? I'm sorry, Josh, you're gone. Who the hell is Miyabi? Miyabi? Can I get a Mibibi? All right, there we go. I made 3 spots. So if you want to add me, the my code should be there in chat. You can add me and then just let me know what your name is so I can add you back. No, Miyabi.
いらっしゃいマスターくん。
Noli boy right there at the top. 170, let's go. Love to see it. Hell yeah. All right, back to rolling. Another Grail comma based. We do enjoy our commas out here. Needs summer comma buff. A summer comma buff and her a summer comma buff and her skin. What the fuck happened? The blue, all the assets are there for the blue skin to be a costume for us. Why do we not have that costume, man? It makes me so angry because, like, it'd be one thing if it's like, for example, the Fate Zero collab that happened 10 years ago at this point has a sprite where Saber's wearing the suit from Fate Zero, and I would love for that to be OG Artoria Saber, like a costume for OG Artoria Saber, the 5-star, right? Where she's just wearing the Fate Zero suit. That'd be awesome. But I understand why it's not, because they only have the sprite and they never made in-game assets for it. With the blue comma, they have multiple sprites and they have it's even the NP animation and the enemy sprite is all there in-game for the gameplay. It's like they have all the assets there for a costume. It makes me so angry. Nolly Boy, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs to the channel. Appreciate it. If you got gifted a sub, be sure to say thank you. Appreciate it. Sent you a request. It's Empress. I got you. Damn, that was almost a min roll. Blue comma and blue comma summer. Where's Mordred in a suit costume? That would also be awesome because yeah, we have a sprite for Mordred as well in a suit. And I think the only Knight of the Round Table that doesn't have a summer costume now is Bedivere, but we have a sprite for that as well. There is a Bedivere summer sprite, but poor guy does not have the playable version, unfortunately. Poor Betty. Bam. Oh wait, there you were right there. Y'all are 170 too. Y'all are grinders. W. All right. And I've got one more spot, I think, if anyone in chat wants to add. Eternally a butler. No Shufu yet. Yeah, no Shufu yet. Maybe when they add Agravain, never. Do we have... Wait, I have such a good idea for an emote. Can we get the picture of Agravain? That's such a good emote. Why do we not have that yet? Kezuke, we need an Agravain emote where it's just his face in that scene when he says, "I hate women," and it's just zoomed in on his face, and that's it, and it's gonna be like a context joke that we can pull up anytime there's like a misogynist or something. That'd be so good. I don't know why we don't have one. That's like such a good 7TV emote. They haven't even released the idol costumes on JP. Oh, gold. Here we go. Is she Avenger? Lancer. Nikitich. Hey, NP2 Nikki. We'll take it. I am new here. F2P FGO guy. Hell yeah. More cat girl is good indeed. Never spent money. I'm the complete opposite of you, Skill Drive. We are like yin and yang, you and me. I'm new here as well. Spent money immediately. Number 2 tip for FGO, run while you still can. It's true. Fuck. I saw Arc Knights is getting a PC release. Did you guys see that? What? Arc Knights is getting a PC release, and it's like, is it on Steam as well, I think? Where is my FGO PC release, man? Fuck. Next month. Indie developer, please understand. Fucking Christ. Where's my FGO account creation feature? And we don't even have a email linked to account yet. Holy moly. In the years of never. Do wonder if NA will ever get the account binding thing. Yeah, because JP got it, but it's like weird. Isn't it like through like a Japanese Type Moon website? And that's why we're like not sure if NA will get something similar. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's like through Aniplex or something like that. It's so crazy to me that you can't link your account. Yeah, 10-year-old gacha game. Not Type Moon, Aniplex. You got Spacer Rush, NP1, nice. At least we got the Discord, right? Right? Oh boy. Account binding to Discord accounts would be crazy. Well, we got some more copies of the 3-star CE in this multi, at least. Nice. And the 4-star was the first one, I guess. Not a terrible multi. Come on, Shufu! Can I get one copy of Shufu, and then we might call it quits. Save some for the other banner, because I want the 4 stars on that banner, and I know the 4 stars sometimes are rarer than the 5-star. If you're unlucky. Said the word space in FGO Discord. We have banned your FGO account as a result. Yeah, that was dumb. They've fixed it up, and I believe they're they actually have like a mod team in there that is slowly but surely I think limiting up some of the like really tight restrictions they have on like certain words and stuff, like space, for example. I think they've been slowly, because I think after the initial like 3-day launch window where things were really bad in there, they like locked down and cleaned up the entire Discord, got an actual moderator team, and now they're like slowly, very slowly lifting some of the like really tight restrictions they had on there. So it's definitely better. If you were only in the FGO official Discord for the first 3 days when it was fucking hell, it's definitely better now, for sure. I don't know why they thought, I don't know what they were thinking with the fan art section either. I don't know what they were thinking with no mod. Like, there's so many things you gotta question with that fucking decision to just make the Discord with no mods and have it be official, and I don't know. There's a lot of things I question about why the fuck they did things the way they did, but it's better now at least. Unmoderated image uploads? Yes, this will be fine, surely. Yay, yay, yay. All right, might do one more and then the daily disappointment, I think. I do really want to Shufu, but I've got all the daily disappointments from now for the next fucking 90 days or however long this. I might be able to MLB the 4-star now. I think I can definitely the 3-star. We haven't gotten another copy of the 5-star though. But because I can keep going for daily disappointments on this banner, as long as it's up, I might call it after this one. Two more mods today as well? Nice. Yeah, it's definitely nice to have like I know they said they wanted mods for all the different time zones too, because you definitely want 24/7 moderation with something as big as that server. Another 4-star, wow. We got a lot of poolside maids. Hey, Shufu, 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 come on. Bro. Desire sensor is real. Desire sensor is real. I don't know what else to say. How the fuck did I, in the first two multis of Space Aresh's banner, I didn't even want Space Aresh. I wanted the fucking CEs on the banner. I got NP1 Space Aresh in the first multi, NP2 Space Aresh in the second multi. And I did eventually MLB that CE too, but it took quite a bit to MLB the 5-star CE on that banner. And then for this banner, the first multi, and I didn't even want, I did want C.I.E.L for the Aoko farming, but I had 10 USOs. I still have those 10 USOs that I was planning on using on one copy of C.I.E.L, and I only wanted the 4 stars on this banner. And now I've got an NP2 C.I.E.L and no Shufu. First world problems, you're not wrong. That's my copy. Ay, ay, ay. For newcomers, yeah, 4-star pity doesn't exist in this game either, so. Ay, ay, ay. All right, well, I guess I might level 100 her and see how she fares in 90++ content, because I think if you really, is Fez still in chat by chance? I know Fez was pretty educated on the 90++ C.I.E.L stuff, but Fez was kind of selling me on kind of investing in C.I.E.L, because he was saying if you hyper invest in C.I.E.L, I assume hyper invest means NP5 120 and get the appends and all that, but he was saying a hyper invested C.I.E.L can farm every single 90++ for the next 2 years, which was interesting. She's gonna be Busted for cheesing Batman? Man said that. I was like, what are you? What? Batman? Do you mean what's his name from LB7? I was like, wait, who's Batman? Good C.I.E.L means everything. Yeah, Kamazot. I got what he was saying too, but it took me a sec. I was like, what do you mean? She's gonna be busted for cheese and Batman. Best unit released this year for real? Yeah, a lot of people's lists for like best units this year, C.I.E.L was #1 for sure. Because of she's a single target, because she's single target, but because she can give herself her full hand whenever she wants, and you can use her with BB to have that last 3 turns as well. There's some pretty crazy shit you can do. I guess I'll begrudgingly use my NP to C.I.E.L. Yeah, that's basically actually the first world problems I'm saying right now. Jesus. All right, here. Surely we get a Shufu in this daily disappointment. Her damage comes from face card, not NP. There's gonna be a lot of summer BBs on support. Yeah, I should probably put mine on because I think my summer BB is like NP2 and I think 10-10-10. Or is she at the top if she's in party? Bruh. Probably get that mana loading 10 though. Yeah, she's 10-10-10 though. Not that you even use her skills. I mean, in certain comps you might, or in certain nodes, but you might want to NP with her, but that skill 3 is like all you're using really. Yeah, I might throw her on my support setup somewhere. Probably right here, huh? Ain't no one using my fucking Black Grail Melusine for event farming. I know that for sure. Where do BB be? I'll fuck around with the CEs later. All right, so BB is there for anyone who has me added. You can, if you want to farm with Aoko or your C.I.E.L, I guess. Now I've got my BB up. Just don't remove your Doman. I still use them a lot. Yeah, no, I use my... People have been taking them off too, and I'm like, no, fuck. I still use all my 3 do you mean for normal too, I assume, Arnaldo? Because for my my daily farming that I do on Bleached Earth is still the double Doman comp. For Vegas, yeah, I farm that node daily as well, and people have been taking off their Domans lately, and I'm like, no, I need him still! No, I'm like the Batman meme, no, come back! Fuck. I know Bakuhatsu still has it up, but there have been quite a few people on my friends list that have been taking off their Domans with specifically with the bond with tea time too, because that node, even though it is a QP node, it's actually better to farm it for bond than QP, because like the extra QP you get versus the extra bond you get with bond versus QP CEs, the bond is so much better than the QP. It's just better flat out to farm it for the bond than QP. Unless you really need the QP, it's better to do it for the bond. Would it need Bella Lisa though? Yeah, yeah, exactly for the reason I was just saying. I think because, so if you farm, I can't remember exactly what it is, but like if you farm the how much QP do you get for the normal Chaldea QP farming? Like the one that you can do infinitely over and over again? The level 90 or level 90 plus or whatever it is. I don't know how much QP you get for that, but you get like an extra 2 million QP for doing the Vegas one with like full bond CEs on. And it's just not worth it compared to the insane amount of bond because it's a Bleached Earth quest. The Bleached Earth quests give you like 1,000 more bond than a normal farming quest would, and you get like, if you put full bond CEs on, you get like, is it 3 or 4k bond, which is like ridiculous compared to the QP gains. SQ first, then QP, and that's not even it's just like you're not wrong. Yeah, the bond equals SQ versus QP for sure too, but like even without taking that into consideration, just the bond in terms of like how much you get out of it is worth more with the CEs than the QP, because like you're still farming QP, you're still getting QP from it, but in terms of percentages, the bond you get because it's a Bleached Earth quest is just way more, and it's way more worth getting more bond out of it than the QP in my, and I think a lot of other people's opinions, because I think it was Tip in my community was the first person that told me about that, and then I like took a second and looked at it and I was like, wait, you're right. Like if I really need QP, I can always just farm the Chaldea Gate QP node, because the Bleached Earth quest QP node is only like 2 million more QP, and the amount of bond you get out of it, the amount of bond is way more than the percentage of QP you get out of it compared to a normal node. The doors you get like are 4.5 to 5 million. I farmed them a ton last week. Gotcha. I was getting like 13k bond from teapots from Snake Dragon. Those new 20% bond CEs are so good. I haven't actually used any yet, but it's because it's a mental thing with me where I'm like, I have to have like all of my units taking advantage of it. And I know the newest one that's like a demi-servant one, demi/pseudo-servant one, is a really easy one to have like all units in your party take advantage of it, but I just haven't actually made a team for that just yet. Gordy's is peak? I don't think I have Gordy's. That's one I don't have yet. I did get the demi-servant one though, and the beast servant one.
新生ダヴィンチちゃんの素敵な工房によくマナプリズムと交換。用意した甲斐があったな。
Lawful and good servants. Lots of units for that. Once the grand duel hit, you don't need to farm Ordeal Call free quests anymore. The duels give, yeah, I heard, I remember y'all were saying in the Discord that JP endgame is literally just grand duels. Can you farm those ultimately, or do those cost, do the grand duels cost the Bleached Earth thing as well? I wasn't sure, I didn't know. I haven't looked into that system at all. They do cost storm pods. Okay, so you can only do 3 a day, but that's, yeah, I've heard that that's what everybody farms. Like, you'll never do a Bleached Earth quest again once the grand duels are here. They do have podless events sometimes too? Really? I haven't heard of that. That sounds interesting. Wait. Can you actually just farm it infinitely? That sounds crazy. For a limited time. And they cost 0. They release podless? Okay, and then they're basically just like raids, right? That's why I think I've heard people compare them to raids before. That makes sense. They do not cost 0. I think he meant 0 storm pods. Or that's how I understood it, at least. All right. Do we do one more? I didn't make that. Let's get these NP2s in. Do tickets, maybe that'll get Shufu's attention. We haven't done tickets on the banner yet. Do we sacrifice the others too? Hang on. We must sacrifice the 3 stars. Do not tell me there's a click all button. I do this just to annoy you. Alright. Alright, tickets. You need Yume Ren? I do have... I don't know if I have Assassin Yume Ren. I might. I have the welfare, of course, though. Here. Let's see. Because I know I have the Lancer version. She should be leveled. Yeah, there she is. Ooh, where's that crazy good Halloween Yume Ren? Done by, is it a redrop CE, I'm pretty sure? You guys know which one I'm talking about. Where's that CE? Might be level 15. I feel like I definitely MLB'd that just for the fucking art. I didn't even give it... Or was it a free one? I can't remember. There it is. Was this a free one? Holy moly. Look at Shufu in the maid outfit. Oh, was it a gacha CE? Okay, yeah, I think I MLB'd this one just because I love redrop. Redrop our Lord and Savior. Holy moly. All right, and I'm not sure it's Assassin, right? The OG Yume Ren. Yeah, I don't have OG Yume Ren. Unless you guys see her and I don't. Yeah, she's a story locked if I'm not mistaken. Oof. That's why, no! That's why Shufu's not appearing, because I don't have OG. Fuck. I got the summer one though. Come on, I got the summer one. It's actually just like a little trap I'm hanging out. I got the summer one. And I got the fucking crazy good redrop art. Come on, Shufu. Come on, Shufu. Chinchi Wong too, surely. I'll throw him in the party too. Fuck it, why not? Should we put the he's on the LB3 CE, isn't he? I think I leveled some of those story CEs to keep them all together. Yeah, there they are. More Yume Ren? What's the, I don't know another Yume Ren CE off the top of my head. What's another Yume Ren CE? Beautiful Dreamer? Let me look it up. Oh, I don't think I have this one. What is this from? Valentine's Day 2019? That's before I played, I think. Or was that JP, then NA, it would have been 2021, and if this is a gacha CE, that was like back when I like wasn't even daily logging in, so. I don't even remember this event. This is where Murasaki came. Was it a gacha CE? Or was it a... No, it was a free-to-play one. Yeah, I don't think I have this. Is there any other... I guess I could look... Hang on. Let me see if there's any other CEs. FGO, Yume Ren. Consort You. If I go to gallery on the wiki, it'll tell me if there's any other CEs. Heroic. There's the anniversary ones. Holy moly, this Heroic Spirit Festival Wear Consort You. That's a crazy one. Wait, is this this year's 3-star or 5-star? Is she like in the background there? Seeking the End of Eternity. Oh, that's a good one too. Increase friend points. Fuck, I don't have that one. I was like collecting the cryptors too for a while there. That's just like, look at that. That's like the one I skipped. Oh my God. I don't have a not Kadok, a Wodime one either. Oh, I have this one. Before Party. She's like kind of just like on the sideline there, but the a 4-star, recovers HP. I think that one might be, what are they, level 13? There it is. This one. Look how happy they are. I love the cryptor, I love the cryptor lore of like them being friends and before everything went down, before everything went to shit. But I also like don't want, like, I like how it's like a memory of like a thing that, like a special moment that like can't be recreated. That's kind of like what I like about Nasu's writing a lot of times. Like, I don't want like, I know a lot of people want like a future where like the MC and the cryptors can like all be happy and be buddies together, and I'm like, no, I don't want that, because I want it to be like an impossible future that can't happen. That's kind of the bittersweet shit that I love about Nasu's writings. But like looking back and seeing all this and kind of seeing some of the passing memories or moments that some of the cryptors mention in the Lost Belts about like I think this moment was like actually described at one point, or because who was Pepe? Like, I think Pepe said that he was like either reading pals or he was reading pals with you, and he would often like gossip with Ophelia. Stuck in dreamland forever. The Olympus clear CE. Yeah, the impossible future where they're all together. That one's sad too. Didn't it? The ending for that was so crazy too. After Olympus, when I think you get the someone had like a camcorder or something and was recording like everyone together, and I think like didn't it end with something like the video ends and it's just a reflection of your face in the black screen? And I'm like, holy shit, come on, man. Bringing them all back with an FGO would be cheap, but it would be hype to see them in other Fate works. For sure, yeah, I'd like that too. Like when Olga shows up in like Case Files, for example, you do the fucking DiCaprio point. Go! You get a recording of them talking about it. Yeah. Talking about after this is all over, we're gonna hang out and have a big party. They're all dead. All right, Shirley, Shufu comes now. The Case File novels has all the crypto stories in there. Hell yeah. Even Shiki shows up? What the hell? Case Files is low-key like what I was kind of wanting Strange Fake to be, because I don't know if it was because like too much was going on, or like the wide vastness of the servant battles and the Holy Grail War and all that, but like Strange Fake like at times like felt like too much to me. Like there was so much shit going on that it was like hard for me to keep up. And then on top of that, because there's so much going on, like I felt like none of the characters got like good character development, or like the story was being told in a way that could be like appreciated, you know what I mean? And it is adapted from a light novel, so that's probably part of it as well. They cut a bunch of stuff out that would have been in the book, but that was like one of my big critiques. But Case Files feels a lot better in terms of like the kind of the Nasuverse like merging together of a bunch of different shit. At least when I was watching Case Files, it was nice because it wasn't ever like a bunch of shit is constantly thrown in your face of like Nasuverse references and things to notice. It was like once every other episode there will be a cool reference to something, and it's like, oh, I know that thing. They did cut a lot out for lore drops to just get into the fights. Yeah, I had to dip for a bit. Did he get NP3 C.I.E.L yet? No, I'm just doing some tickets right now. We made a party. We were going through CEs and stuff. I made a party of a little bit of a catalyst for Shufu. We got Shinji Wong there, the Emperor, with a CE that's got Yume Ren in the background, and then we've got Summer Yume Ren with the fantastic redrop Yume Ren outfit. Holy moly. What a fantastic CE. How many CLs so far? 2, but we're not going for CL. It's like, ay. I just want the 4 stars, and the 5-star CE would be cool too, if I could get some more copies of that. All right, here we go. This is gonna be it though. I'll do daily disappointments from here and hope I get lucky. Hey, there we go. 5-star CE, we'll take that. Surely we get a Shufu right here. Damn it. All right, that'll be it. We got a 5-star CE though. I mean, I'll take another 5-star, I guess. 5-star CE. All right, Speaking of which, the vampire guy in the last episode of Strange Fake, the Van Femme, had a gambling competition with Flat, and Flat had to compete with him over and over to win. And the fun part about that is that Van Femme already came across Emiya Shiro before that and lost to him. Fantastic. Maybe she isn't coming because you already finished OC2. Forgot to put regular Yume Ren on the team too. I don't have regular Yume Ren, Ted, and that's why Kezuke said that's why she ain't coming. Shit. That's gonna have to do it for the stream though, chat. I don't think there's anything else I need to do, right? We have the faded. I might just leave that. I might leave this rank up quest. I don't know if I want Merlin buffed. I don't know if I want my Merlin buffed. Thoughts on that, chat? I might just leave this shit. A 10% charge. I got some more. They just recently put the new the Skahawk and the male Arthur quests there. I gotta get these done at some point. I was debating whether or not I should do an interlude before an interlude stream before we get to OC2 or OC3, I mean, because OC2 actually had some interesting interludes that actually like fed into the story and gave a little bit of character context for some characters, but I wasn't sure if there's any OC3 character ones I should do that like are actually relevant at least. I need to do more interlude streams, period, though. I've got so many of these. Holy shit, man. All right. I'll trade 1 Shufu copy for 1 C.I.E.L copy. You know what? Year 1 interludes can just be speedran, to be honest, because they take like less than 10 minutes. Yeah, a lot of those, I don't even know if they're like fun or interesting either. Like I need to look up like which one the year 1 ones are that I have, because I might just do those in my own time because like I doubt that they're like all that interesting. We've got wyverns. Yeah, exactly. Most are genuinely not that interesting. Yeah, exactly. There are some interludes that like really wowed me. I know people said Shinji Wong's interlude is really interesting, and I've been wanting to do that one for a while. 90% is just training with them, yeah. All right, I think that's gonna have to do it for the stream though, chat. This was just a C.I.E.L polling stream and trying out the Aoko farming, which is cool. It's very fun. I plan to do that for the entirety of the event, to be honest. So look forward to that. This Sunday morning is when we're actually gonna start the event story. By then, I'm hoping enough time gates will be up. I don't think all the time gates will be up because it usually takes like a week for that to happen. But enough time gates will be up that we can get through like a good chunk of the story and be satisfied by the end of stream. And so that's the plan. Look forward to that, everybody. And then we'll probably try to do like weekly Sunday streams at that point, because I think if we do that, I don't know how long this event story is. Nasu wrote it, so it might be fucking crazy. But if we do like Sunday streams for FGO, or maybe even Friday, Sunday streams, we can probably like keep up with the story and actually play OC3 with everybody else. Just see old interludes as free St. Quartz, or at least progress towards St. Quartz you get every 10 interludes. Yeah, exactly. I just wait on them because I usually want to experience an interesting interlude with stream, but like we were saying, the earlier ones are not all that interesting. Last time gate is in a week, if I remember correctly. Yeah, usually they take a week, so if the event started on Wednesday, for example, I can expect the time gates to be done like next Wednesday is when I would... That's usually how you can assume the time gates are up, at least. When will you pull in the HSR collab? Because they drop next week. I don't know. I haven't even planned anything with HSR, and I don't plan on getting to HSR for a long time. For a while. We'll finish, surely we finish, what's it called, Amphorius by the end of the year, surely. And then we can start the next planet next January. Y'all thought I was kidding when I was talking about that. We actually got one planet a year, baby. Next Friday for this event, I think. Annie Morpheus. You can just do a short gacha and character testing stream for the collab, I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of hoyoed out at the moment. But yeah, FGO's on my radar for now, at least. We got this Sunday, we got the summer event, and then we should be getting at least one FGO stream a week going forward until OC3 is finished. That's the plan anyway. So look forward to that, everybody. But thanks for hanging. I love y'all. Let me see if there's a FGO streamer we can raid. 7 weeks. It might be because it's summer event, which is going to be a couple streams, and then OC3, which will also be a couple streams, and I might do 2 a week. We'll see. Depending on, it is Nasu. If I'm really interested in the story, we might do a couple streams a week. Whoa, someone's going through LB7 right now. They're on the fucking Kamazot fight too.
Which makes sense, because Goetia...
Go show this guy some love for...
what it was and he was.
Peak.
Yeah, I don't know what any of Goetia's stuff was for the extra classes.
All right, chat. We're raiding your boy Zeke.
Yeah, fuck him up.
C.I.E.L versus Batman, indeed. No, I wish it was C.I.E.L versus Batman.
Okay,
all right,
so
raid is ready. Chat, thanks so much for watching. Love you all so much. Go show Zeke some love. They're fighting Kamazot right now, experiencing LB7. That looks pretty cool. But I'll catch you guys this Sunday morning where we start the summer event. Bye-bye, everyone. Love y'all. Catch you next time. Peace.
Sorry, girl. And now, unfortunately, stuff has run out. Oh, wow. Someone has raided. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Maximizing. Yes, it is Batman. I don't hate him as much as I did, but boy, I still don't get why people like him as much as they do. I'm gonna defeat coronavirus once and for all, baby.